And so the calm before the storm. A game this so engraved into sporting history. These two teams have squared up so many times before. It is a rivalry whose significance has never been diluted and never ever will be. All stemming from that simple dread at the very idea of losing each to the other. Everyone here is obliged to win. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Familiar feeling this for you, Jim?
Well, what a game this is, Peter. The pressure on both sets of players is tremendous, and they're both expected to win no matter what. It doesn't matter if you're contesting a title, a final, or just playing for pride. This one's always special.
And as you can see, we've already started here. Chance! It's in! The breakthrough strike! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
They have what he gets big! He's scored! 2, and we've barely begun here. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Totti! Loose ball now. Oh, it's fallen loose again! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And it's hoisted clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. Lookman. And this is Batistuta. And he's picked out the run. Face to face with the keeper. And he's in on goal. Still pretty early days, but the difference in fortune is very clear. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. That's a foul, no two ways about it. And he is going into that little black book.
Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
Cannavaro. Vinicius Junior absolutely focused then on the defensive side. And the shot! It's loose now and they want to get... Oh, he's been caught napping! And another try! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Look, the defending wasn't too clever on that last chance. The cross had to be denied.
Lookman! Aimed beyond, takes a shot! That has been slung wide. It's Park Ji-sung. Now the ball's gone astray. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Madrid do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
Well, it's a tried and tested formula, OK, but very demanding too.
Well, you need your boys up front to work extremely hard, and you need to get the passing right as well, of course.
Howson is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. They want to be quick to recover this. Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. Now this could be a chance. Oh, that's fabulous. There's the shot! Oh, right on the edge of the penalty area. What's he giving here? Madrid really could have done without this. Eyeball to eyeball with the goalkeeper. And that's one back! A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
I just think the keeper committed himself too early. Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back. Batistuta really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
McAllister has his eye on that match ball.
Well, I think he's got a great chance of ending up with a match ball, provided he doesn't get too carried away with his...
Oh, shooting chance! Oh, it's gone in! Barcelona are back in business! And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty...
Real chance! Yes, it's there! And they get themselves in front! You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Madrid get themselves into the lead. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
He's never the type to turn down a challenge, is he?
Corner number 2 then. Vinicius Junior goes short. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. That has not gone well. Can he get on the end of this? Kilishoy is on his own. Shot, surely! It's a goal! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
And now he has 2. This has become one superb game of football.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got 2 strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Totti gets into some space. Well read, and the danger is averted. McAllister. And it's half-time here. High octane, high tempo, high scoring. That was quite a half of football. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
That was the first half. Let's hope the boys can turn it up for the second. Substitution on the field. Batistuta. Coming on to replace him is...
So we're into the second 45. Bellingham. Looking to play him in. Yamal gets into a good position. Vinicius Junior! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Madrid come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
Lookman has a shot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
Park Ji-sung is looking to influence the game from out wide. And the pass is intercepted. Bellingham. Knocks it into space. That's a little off target. Tries to play it through. And it's Bellingham.
Whatever happens, that's the kind...
There's the header! We've got a goal! And they're back in front. It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
60 minutes played. Oh, that's superb. Killishoy, chance for a shot! Bellingham. Well read, nice interception. Zanetti getting this one clear. Cannavaro gets across to intercept that. Madrid perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution.
Well, the manager's got a decision to make here, whether he's happy to stick or twist.
Cannavaro. Xavi Alonso. Flashes it up. Can he finish? And that is wildly off target.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Xavi Alonso. Chiellini. Looking for the run.
That's positional goals.
Big header! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
It's quite a show he's putting on here. This is excellent work.
Substitution on the field, number 18.
Madrid have their third corner.
Junior. Number 8, Riker. Number 21, Zanetti. Coming on the field, number
Whistle's gone, that's foul. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Van Basten with a real chance here. And this the perfect opportunity to create a cushion between them. Van Basten! Crossbar comes to the rescue. Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different. That pass has been well intercepted. Bellingham was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And this is Van Basten. Taken back. He's gone for goal! It's hit the crossbar. And that would have won it.
He's really trying to take this upon himself to get it won.
Oh, this looks sharp. Baresi shows the will to win the ball. Baresi trying to keep this in.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Great vision. Couldn't squeeze it through. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Bellingham. Oh, well measured. He has found the way through. Big chance! And he has kept it out somehow.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Madrid get their fourth corner. Pickford gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
And here's Van Basten. It's Van Basten! Oh, it's hit the post! Kupchu. Well, they've got it again. Yamal! And the keeper couldn't hold it. Xavi Alonso. And now the breakaway. He's got away. And that's it. Madrid proudly puff out their chests in victory. They know that was a battle. They know it could so easily have gone the other way. And they are clearly so happy to have won it. Yamal voted man of the match, and deservedly so. So there it is. What struck you most about that?
That is a superb win. This is one of those games where the result justifies
And so the calm before the storm. A game this so engraved into sporting history. These two teams have squared up so many times before. It is a rivalry whose significance has never been diluted and never ever will be. All stemming from that simple dread at the very idea of losing each to the other. Everyone here is obliged to win. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So it is time to let them at it.
Yeah, well, I think it's going to be a game where the two key words are pride and courage, Peter. Pride in that you have to be prepared to fight for everything, and courage to be daring, to stand up and to commit yourself.
And as you can see, we've already started here. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Looking to pass their way through. He's away! Good ball, good take.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And here's Xabi Alonso. Yamal. Robertson. Oh, good play on the left-hand side here. Cross from Robertson. And he's there to get it away. Yeah, Franco Baresi, still to this day, the ultimate benchmark for anyone of a defensive mindset, Jim.
Well, I'd be hard-pressed to name anybody who got close when it comes to reading the game as well as him. He leads by example, always timing his challenges to perfection and knowing instinctively when to bring the ball out of defence. It's almost like having a defender and a playmaker combined.
Totti is in a really good position out wide. Robertson looking to hit the ball, and a shot! Kilishoy is flagged offside. Finding their passes. Xabi Alonso could try cut shapes to shoot! Just not quite happening for him just now.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
Totti. Well read, nice interception. Madrid, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. He's found a way past. He is through here. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. And he's picked it up out wide. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Hernandez. Madrid do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
Oh, it's a tried and tested formula, OK, but very demanding too.
Well, you need your boys up front to work extremely hard, and you need to get the passing right as well, of course.
Oh, he's bustling through here. Goes for a shot! And that is wildly off target.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Robertson, and they can counter here. Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. Can he get on the end of this? Nice interception, well timed. Bellingham. Now it's Batistuta, distributed tidily. He's found a way through. Oh, look at the space here. Cannavaro did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Played out to the left flank, played back in. Vinicius Junior is wide and looking to get onto this.
Well, yet another interception and a shot.
And Batistuta! Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
Oh, he's usually such a good finisher.
And smartly reclaimed. And here's Vinicius Junior, and he's had a hit! And for a moment, time stood still.
That's great reading of the game, and it led to a decent chance. Cracking aggression.
Robertson, passing is crisp and sharp. He's chosen to go back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
Well, a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. Bellingham. And there's green grass ahead of him. Batistuta! Batistuta! Utterly brilliant!
Well, I'm happy to admit that I didn't really see that coming, but I'm very glad it did, and you can only eulogise about such excellence. The finish was imperious, the player immense.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
They have what they wanted, the first and the
shot!
shots! Dispatched clinically. That is remarkable, all square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't need...
Oh, he's been tries a shot! And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. There's the whistle then to start the second half. Strong challenge, that could leave a mark. It's a loose touch and the ball is anyone's. Looking tidy in possession here.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Totti stood his ground strongly. Kilishoy, here's chance for a shot! Oh, that was a half-decent effort. Right, Batistuta. Well, that pass isn't the best. Park Ji-sung. Lookman, and he's managed to get free. Looking to play him in. Kilishoy. Casillas claims comfortably. Xavi Alonso. Lookman. Kilishoy. Oh, just skips past his man. McAllister, and he cuts out the supply, and it's Xavi Alonso. Now it's Yamal. Xavi Alonso with the slide tackle there. Looking for options for movement. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Vinicius Junior. And here's Yamal.
Lamine Yamal really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And they're back on the ball again. And this is Batistuta. And it's made its way to him. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Zanetti made a surge from fullback, as it turned out unsuccessfully. And he's running through. He's gone for goal! Whistle's gone, that's foul.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Xavi Alonso ready to try one.
I think there's actually a quiet confidence in pulling this off.
Batistuta, number 18, Vinicius Junior, number 8, Rijkaard, number 5, Bellingham, coming on the field, number 9, Van Basten, number
Alonso!
7.
And that is quite wonderful! About as smooth as it gets! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Well, that was wonderful in every regard. Vision, concept, and considerable accuracy.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
It's Van Basten! It's run loose. Oh, what has happened here? And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Howson kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Now, can they get him away? And this is Van Basten. He's tried one! That was superb goalkeeping.
He's definitely living up to the occasion here. He just loves being out there amongst it.
Number 19, Jamal. Coming on the field is number 15, Olise.
Madrid with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. He's going for goal! So close to drawing level.
Yeah, you always felt that they were going to up the tempo after going behind. It's not like they have any other option now.
Madrid have their second corner now. Pickford claims it without any fuss.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Choi. Well timed, excellent interception. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And he's intervened well there. It's a sharp pass. And the pass is intercepted. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, nicely intercepted. Totti. Now it's Van Basten. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Chiellini defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well. He rises! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Lookman. Oh, that's superb. And he's on his way! Alonso! Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. Oh, the protests are futile. The decision is made. Late drama.
On the field, number 20.
So this to extend their lead.
Coming on to replace him is number 3.
Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not much more than a formality.
Played a game of double bluff here, I think.
Barcelona could not have picked a better time to snatch a 2-goal lead. Is there still time for a response?
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
McAllister in with the challenge. And time is up. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end, momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match, as neutrals, we all love to come and see.
Please turn to the
end of the game.
Scores from today's
Reflections?
other matches.
Well, you can never predict the results of these games, as your usual indicators like form become pretty irrelevant. It's a tough one to take, but these players have got what it takes to come back from this.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening.